One recurring question is, what size hoop would you choose when you're creating your embroidery? Now, I like to work in the top 2/3 of the hoop space, or within about 1/2 inch of the edge of the hoop. So if you look at your design, and for example, for an 8-inch design that's 8 inches wide and 20 inches tall. I don't actually have a design like that, but just to say this is an overlapping design from the area. So the 10-inch hoop would be fine because you'd take it to the top of the area and then work down the shape probably, or go to the easiest area first. And using the cling film saran wrap, plastic wrap technique, you just put your plastic wrap over the area you've already worked, so the outer hoop doesn't rub on it. So I've described this many times, and it seems to be worldwide now that everybody's recommending it, which is great. So the size of the hoop, it just needs to be movable around the space. So I did a bedspread with an 8-inch hoop. So really, it depends on your physical ability, I suppose. That's what I'm trying to say. The hoop needs to be small enough that the linen goes over the edges and there's enough linen to just pull down the sides, and that's why I have a 6-inch hoop. But one aspect of choosing the size of frame is your own physical ability. I personally like to have a seat frame with the stem between my legs, so I'm very centered and I'm not leaning to one side and I'm not leaning over the frame, and I have my frame up in front of my face as though I'm driving a car. So the frame itself is looking at you like a car steering wheel, and then I still use my needle at 90 degrees, but in that way I get myself to sit back a little bit and sit up straight, and my head isn't nodding forwards. If my head nods forward, I get backache, all sorts of aches. But I just want to look after myself, so that works for me. So you've just got to consider your own ability really, and how you like to sit. Do you like to sit on a sofa? Do you like to sit cross-legged on a grass lawn? Do you like to travel in the car with it? Obviously not driving, or do you stitch in a train? Like I used to do a lot of travelling up and down to London on a train, and I would always take my embroidery, and I'd always take a 6-inch hoop because it was really neat and my elbows stayed in and I didn't jab my next door neighbour. So really it's up to you, and if you look at the videos, you'll see the designs I'm working on, and perhaps you can have a look and see what suits you. Do you like a big frame, a 10-inch size, and not moving the hoop very often, or do you like to stay within your own physical space and go down to an 8 or a 6-inch frame? So I really hope that helps you, and I hope that we'll get lots of comments back about what other people think, because it's really a very personal thing. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.